Welcome back, everybody, to the Growth from Within podcast. I'm excited because this is the first time that I'm actually recording my podcast on YouTube with some video. We're moving towards adding more video content, not just audio content, so you guys can see me, experience how I'm feeling, my gestures, and all of that fun stuff. So I'm excited about being here on my YouTube channel. Make sure that you subscribe and you follow so that you can get my weekly episode drops. I'm going to be talking about a lot of what I'm going through and also a lot of technical stuff as well. So before we even start, if you have never heard about the Growth from Within podcast, if you have never met me before, I want to tell you a little bit about it. So my name is Dana Cannon Bryson, and the Growth from Within podcast is all about my journey as an entrepreneur, as a mom, as a wife, and all my transitions in life. And I think it's important to share them because it's therapeutic for me, and I know that a lot of the things that I've been through can help someone out there to be encouraged to start their business, to start their venture. So I'm super excited about sharing, and I hope that you gain so much insight from this podcast. I brought up a topic this week on my Instagram profile, and it was about a concept called creative paralysis, something that I'm currently going through. And I got a lot of responses in my DMs about people actually experiencing the same thing, right? So I want to talk a little bit more about it. I didn't talk much about it on my social media profile, so I want to dive into it right here. So creative paralysis is essentially when you feel like you are stuck. There's no ideas flowing. You don't have any real inspiration to create, right? To get into your creative drive. And right now I am in that space when it comes to content creation for my own business. And it's been difficult for me because I'm an entrepreneur, and one of the main things you need to do as an entrepreneur is you need to market. So you need to have those free-flowing ideas, those inspirations to help you come up with new content, to come up with creative ways to promote yourself, and also to just start doing things, right? You need that boost. And I was just in a space for a while where I would work on my clients' projects each and every day. But when it came to my own projects, I could not do that. And I started making up excuses about it. Like, well, I'm managing 19 different social media accounts. I'm managing 9 brands. It's hard for me to find time for myself. And those are all things that I was coming up with as an excuse for me not to begin. And I don't want to be in that space anymore. I know those are excuses. I know that I can do more, right? I am supposed to be building a marketing and branding agency. I'm not supposed to be making excuses as to why I'm not doing the things that I want and need to do so I can get to where I said I want to be. And I'm trying to hold myself accountable. I want to talk about some of the causes, the reasons why I think this is actually happening to me. And I hope that they help you, because we need to get out of it. We have things to do, things to work on, promises that we made ourselves, vision boards that need to come to life. So I want to talk to you about those causes and some of the causes that I think are the reason behind my creative paralysis. Number one, the obvious, is you have no inspiration at the moment. Okay, so inspiration is very important to creatives. When you think about artists, they go places to be inspired so that they can create masterpieces. The same goes for creatives in other spaces as well. We need to constantly jump into spaces that are inspiring us. And we also need to be around groups of people that can inspire us as well. Sometimes we're just not in the right circles of people. They start to have an impact on how you feel about yourself, your brand, your future, your dreams. So I think that one of the root causes to creative paralysis is definitely inspiration. I had to ask myself, who am I talking to on a regular basis? What am I doing? What am I tuning into? All right. Social media. What does my profile look like? What has my attention at the time that's not giving me any inspiration to really jump into the things that I want to do? So I do believe that a lack of inspiration is one of the root causes of creative paralysis. Another cause for me is being in a transitional period in my life. So recently I just relocated, and it was from the East Coast to the West Coast, and it was a big move. After the move, there was a hurricane. After the hurricane, I had to get the house together. After I got the house together, I had to get my children registered for school. After I got them registered for school, I had to take my daughter to an allergist so she can start her allergy shot. So there was a lot of things happening in my life that I believe are the causes of the creative paralysis. Honestly, I need to give myself a little bit of grace, because you have priorities. We all have priorities, because life does not stop. So sometimes it's okay to pause what you're doing, take care of other responsibilities, especially if you are a mom, if you are a wife, if you have, other things that are going on, maybe health-wise. You need to take care of that before you try to push yourself to kind of like jump back into the creative process, right? That's not fluid. I think all of it needs to be in synergy, and I was operating outside of that. So I would say, for anyone that's going through major transitional periods in their life, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some time, and then when things start to die down and you can laser focus back in on your business and what you need to do, then you do that. Now, I'm not saying stop operating your business. No, that is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the other things that you need to do to support your business. My business did not stop. I had to work every week, every day. Okay. I still was taking clients, I still took appointments. That did not stop. But the other aspects of my business that are required for me to continue to grow, to continue to have a presence, those things took a back seat. I had to say this week, I am going to give myself some grace. And once I decided that I was going to give myself some grace and forgive myself, because I was definitely feeling super down and out. I talked about that on my Instagram profile. Feeling like a disappointment, a failure. I was feeling all of these emotions. Once I decided that, you know what, I've been doing a lot and I deserve to give myself some grace, I started to put my mental space in a better position to start curating again. Hence why I'm here. Another cause of creative paralysis is how you feel. How are you feeling physically? What are you eating? What are you doing? Do you have any physical activity that you are a part of? I started going back to the gym. I finally found a gym 7 minutes from here, and I've been going on a regular basis. I also hired a trainer because I just like working with trainers in the beginning when I'm trying to get back into my rhythm. I like to work with trainers, so I have one for 6 months. And honestly, it's the best thing that I did. Like, I really like going to the gym. And one of the things that I started to do after my workouts in my car is a gratitude journal. So going to the gym forced me to get a new habit that's positive. And all of those things have put me in the right mental space to start again, to feel like I'm ready again, right? I feel good about myself. Now, food, I'm struggling with the food, right? So I am in Texas. There are a lot of food options out here. They serve big portions. My husband wants to explore because he's a foodie, and it has had an impact on not only my weight, but also how I've been feeling, right? So I have to learn how to make healthy food choices so that I have the energy to do what it is that I want to do. Food is fuel, and you want to make sure you have the right fuel going into your body. And of course, you want to make sure you work out. I like to work out. I need to get my body back snatched again. I gained a couple of lbs with the move. We went to Mexico, eating every day in Mexico on vacation. And last week we ended up in Texas, and I just been eating. So now I'm getting back to my physical fitness. Okay? You want to look good. And when you look good, feel good, you're going to want to do more stuff. For sure. Trust me. All right. That helps me tremendously. And it's not about superficial, being a specific size. No, it's about you feeling good about you. and physical fitness does that, and healthy food options definitely do that. No McDonald's. I don't eat McDonald's, but I'm just saying, for those of you who are eating McDonald's, cut it out. It's not good for you. All right, get you an apple, get you a salad, get you some chicken. If you're vegan, get you some healthy vegan food. Okay, get yourself together. Also, time management. This is probably one of my biggest issues for someone who has so much and who's accomplished so much in my business and in my life. I still struggle with time management. Okay, there are 24 hours in a day and I'm not divvying it up properly. And one of the causes of that is not really knowing what to do in a day. So I said this on social media. One of the things that I'm going to do is make a to-do list each and every day. I should have goals for the month that I'm checking on my list. I need to have somewhere in my new office where my projects are somewhere I can see it so I could just check some boxes, because I'm working with a lot of different people who have different businesses completely. Some are in finance, some are in leadership, some are in health and wellness, some are in teaching, some are in product development. My clients are very unique in their business. So I have to make sure that I can see what's happening so that I can stick my own business in there, because guess what? It's important. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are looking at the hours in a day and deciding where you're going to allocate your time. Now, I want to be honest with you. Country Wayne ain't do me right, because I have been addicted to Country Wayne skits for the last 2 years. And I got to watch them every day. And it's a soap opera. It's one of the best soap operas on YouTube. I love Country Wayne skits. Okay, so now I have to deliberately carve out time for that habit. I don't think it's a bad habit, to be honest with you. I don't think it is. But I do think that I spend too much time watching them skits, because he is moving. Okay, Tyler Perry, step to the side, because Country Wayne got some good content. Okay, you have to allocate your time appropriately, and you have to know also where it's going, right? So one of the things that I did was I ran an analysis. I did this like last two quarters ago. I ran an analysis to see exactly where my time was going. I was looking at my phone to see what apps I was spending the most time on. YouTube, Country Wayne was high up there. And just like, what was I deciding to do in a day? It could be talking to friends, right? So now I have to allocate time to do these things so that they aren't a distraction to the things that I need to do. Okay, my goals, dreams are a priority, and I cannot allow individuals, even those that I love, to distract me from it. So we have to find out where our time is going and manage it appropriately. I'm going to do a whole segment on time management, because I actually teach time management, believe it or not. And I usually tell my students when I start the time management segment that I'm struggling too. I've been actually telling them that I've been struggling for like the last 8 years. I know they're like, sis, thank God it's new students, because if it was the same ones, they'll tell me like, sis, you still struggling with time management? Yes, I am. Okay, so I'm going to talk about some tools that I learned that is going to help me get back on track. I hope that this video is going to help get you unstuck from whatever it is that you're struggling with. Even when we think we don't have time, we have time. We can find time for our dreams. It could be 30 minutes a day. It could be 20 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be 20 hours out of 24 hours, right? We have to learn how to take those incremental steps towards the things that we love. All right, so thank you for listening to my video. I hope this added some value, and if it did, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, and also hit the bell so whenever I drop another video, you are notified right away. See you soon, and be blessed.